Own less, donate the rest. Today I'm going to be going through a minimalist closet decluttering and basically donating a whole bunch of clothes and articles from my closet that have been clogging up my space, like my personal space, and in a way, my mind. 5 years ago, I started taking backpacking trips, and when you're backpacking, you have everything you own, all your possessions in a bag that you're carrying around with you on your back. So I go city to city, country to country for 2, 3, 4 weeks, and that's when I discovered minimalism, long before I ever discovered that minimalism was an actual word. And when I was kind of preparing for making this video and doing this whole decluttering of my closet, I was doing some research and I was watching other videos online, and I found that every video I could find about like closet decluttering was by a female. So I figured it's worth getting a man's perspective, and that's what I'm going to share with you in this video today and my process for doing this. So I got like a bunch of clothes here. Like there's so many. I'm actually throwing away, I believe it's like 40 pounds of clothing. So I have a whole bunch of jeans that I'm going to be getting rid of. Literally just been sitting in my drawers for a ridiculous amount of time. Like I have jeans that still have tags on them, like that I've never wore. One of the things that caused me to really decide to do this is that there's a book called Essentialism by Greg McEwen, I think his name is pronounced. It's about the disciplined pursuit of less, focusing on and prioritizing what's essential. Essentialism. One of the concepts is that I think about is we have so much clothes as a society, like we're a culture of consumption. The book really made me realize that not only like just from an internal point of view do I feel bad having more and more possessions, but I actually feel better having less. And that's what backpacking has showed me. Like, look at this stuff. Like you'll see by the end of this video, you're gonna see a ridiculous amount of clothing. Like the average person has like 10 times the amount of clothing that they actually need. And like I have, out of these 40 pounds of clothing that I'm throwing away, that probably makes up 60%, like 60% of like my wardrobe. Not that I ever actually wore it. Look at this. See, the problem, like this is so big. This is ridiculously huge. So I'm just gonna donate it. I saw a stat that said, and I have a hard time believing it, but the stat said that the average American throws away 70 pounds of clothing each year. 70 pounds. I don't think I've even purchased 70 pounds of clothing in 10 years, let alone 1 year. Yeah, another jersey. It's gotta go. I don't wear these stuff. It's too big, to be honest. And see, the thing is, I've always been really frugal when it comes to like physical possessions. So much so that when I got this place that I live in right now, I got it because like, it's furnished. And that's what was appealing to me. So I moved in, everything was already here. So I don't own this couch, I don't own the table, I don't own like the computer table, the TV, the bed. Like I don't own a lot of things in here. And that was great for me because I didn't want to have to go out and buy a bunch of things that I really don't care for. They don't bring a lot of benefit to me aside from using them, which when I get a furnished place like this, I don't have to worry about it. And still I have way too much clothes. As much as I don't care for physical possessions, I prefer spending money on experiences. I have way too much clothes. And really, like I'm the type of dude to buy $20 jeans and $20 shirts, and like I don't put too much focus into spending a lot of money on clothing. Especially because you can buy like inexpensive clothing and match it right and make it look good anyway. So there's a few different criteria I use to decide what I want to throw out. The first one is clothing that's too long. Because once upon a time, baggy, oversized clothing was part of the style. So shirts like this, when the style kind of changed and I got older and I matured and whatnot, and I had to get into the real world, I just threw this in a bin and I haven't worn it for 10 years. But for some reason I had this pull to keep it. And it's like, why? Like why am I keeping all these big giant, like even my suits is huge. And so I just kept all this stuff in storage, and for what? So it makes sense to donate it, and someone else can buy it for relatively cheap from a secondhand store or thrift store, and maybe they can make use of it. You know, some of my jerseys, like this jersey. You have to be like 6'10" for this to fit you, and I'm not 6'10", and I don't have no friends that are 6'10", so it has to get donated. And the second criteria I use to determine what I'm throwing out is clothing that is kind of worn out. It's either very faded, like a shirt's like this, like it's just very faded, or it has maybe stains on it that you can't get out, or starting to get holes because you wash it too much and the material starts to wear out. And so some of the stuff is like that. Like these are nice clothes. Like it's a vest. I paid like, I don't know, $100 for this vest. It's a nice vest. It's just oversized, and I don't wear it no more. Now, if you decide to do this, if you decide to declutter your closet and kind of go take a minimalistic route when it comes to clothing, as you're going through it and deciding what you want to donate, you may see things that are worn out or that have holes in it, and you may think, should I donate this? And you might get a picture of a kid in some third world country that doesn't have anything, and you think, if only you can get this to them, and then you donate it thinking that it will actually get to someone that can use it. It doesn't work that way, because I've talked to someone that worked at these thrift stores, and they say half the articles of clothing they get in, it goes into the garbage anyway, because they actually get overwhelmed, and a lot of it is not quality pieces of clothing. So they don't bother washing it, they don't bother sorting through it. If it looks immediately bad, it goes into the garbage anyway. So when you're doing this, separate what's quality clothing from what's not quality, and unfortunately just throw out the stuff that's not good, and the quality stuff, donate that. The main kind of category of why I'm throwing certain things out is because it looks good, it's still in new condition, but you just never wear it. And sometimes you have things in your closet like this is part of a whole suit. Like this used to be like, I used to love this thing, but as styles change, you get rid of it, like, or you stop wearing it. So most of the stuff I'm throwing out, or donating I should say, is because I just no longer wear it. I don't care if it sparks joy or not. If I haven't worn it for a year, there's a reason why. Straight early 2000s style. So even for you, like, you're gonna go through your closet, and if you see stuff that you haven't worn for a year, and you probably will, that's an indication that it's probably time to separate yourself from it. And when you're kind of decluttering your house and going through a minimalistic filtering, it's good to have what I call a belief-based goal. It's a reason why you're doing this. And for me, I desire to own less so that everything I own, I make use of. So everything I have has a practical need and purpose in my life. And if it doesn't meet that belief-based goal, then it needs to get donated or sold or just thrown out. With my belief-based goal, do I stick to it 100%? No, but it's like your North Star that you look to, and that will determine kind of the direction you're going. Like, I used to love this jacket. This is like the fall jacket. Because the thing is, like, you're gonna have stuff that you might actually use one day, like maybe a nice suit that you never get to use, but maybe you use it for a wedding. I would still get rid of it. To each of their own. Yeah, see, most of the stuff is just baggy. It's just real baggy. It's like a jean jacket suit. I love this thing. Rockaware? What? I used to love this jacket. Like, I think it's dope. I actually wish that this was smaller so that I could still wear it, because actually I still like it. Yeah, early 2000s, boy. Like these vests, like this is a decent vest. I could still keep it, but like I haven't worn it in years, so I might as well donate it. You might as well donate it. And your mind's gonna trick you. Your mind's gonna be like, oh no, keep it because if you haven't worn it for a year, you need to get rid of it. I always encourage people to become the hero of their story. And so for me, the realization that owning less and being more efficient with my purchases and kind of following the essentialism kind of philosophies that I read and I've come across, especially with minimalism in general, it really gave me a reason to evaluate my life and see where I can make my mind clear. Because as part of becoming the hero of your story, you need to figure out what makes your mind happy, what opens you up. And then you have to figure out what clutters your mind, what clutters that space in your head. This jean jacket, I don't even want to throw it out because I like it so much. It's just that it's huge. It's Rockaware too. Like, this is quality stuff. Someone's gonna love this. Someone's gonna make serious use of this. Check this out. It's like a leopard print suit. It's a whole suit. Crazy we were back when we were teenagers. Some of the stuff we wore, it's like suede. Maybe you'll be like me, maybe you'll have like 40 pounds worth of clothing. Maybe you'll have more, maybe you'll have less. You're gonna feel so much better if you sift through all your stuff and decide, do you actually need it? And there's some self-awareness questions you can ask yourself as you're going through this process. The first thing being, why do you want to declutter your wardrobe? Why are you doing it? And so I kind of discussed some of my reasons, like the mental space, owning less, and being essential in my way of living, my lifestyle. So you have to figure out why it is that you want to do it. Do you want to do it because you want to stop just buying clothes and hoarding clothes and saving money? Do you want to do it because it's the right thing to do for the environment to not be such a massive consumer? Do you feel like you want to donate to people that maybe can't afford the quality of clothing that you have? Identify why it is that you want to do it. See, I was big on suits. South Pole was a big brand back in my day. The second question you might want to ask yourself is, how do you feel letting go of this stuff? How do you feel? Like, do you feel happy that you're letting go of it? Do you feel sad? Do you feel like you might be like regretful of it? Do you feel emotionally attached to it? Like, how do you feel on the inside? And then when you're done, think to yourself, out of all the stuff I'm gonna get rid of, what is the one thing that hurts the most? What is the one thing that hurts the most? And when you decide on that, ask yourself why. Why am I so emotionally connected to this article of clothing? It's just clothing. This is probably my favorite outfit back in the day. You can tell I was a teenager in like the early 2000s when Saint Lunatics and Ludacris were big. Oh man, this is dope. Another question for you. What do you think is the perfect number of outfits? The ideal number of outfits that you'd have? Because if you think about it, a lot of people might have like the equivalent of 40 outfits in a wardrobe. But for me at least, I have like maybe 10 outfits that I actually wear on a consistent basis. So how many is the ideal number of outfits for you? I think 10 would be good, but it's like you have 10 outfits that you ideally wear, and then you actually only have 10 outfits, not 50 million outfits. And it's great to ask yourself questions like these because you really become self-aware on how you feel towards possessions. Like as you're doing it, and even as I'm doing it, I'm gaining self-awareness because I'm noticing like why have I kept this stuff for like 10 years? Why did I have such an emotional connection to possessions I bought? And it's not just clothes. It could be your shoes, purses, and belts, like even stuff around the house. So own less, donate the rest. That's the motto for this video. I'm gonna pack up this mountain of clothing and go bring it over to the secondhand store and throw it in the clothing bin. Hopefully someone else makes better use of it than I have these past 10 years. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more videos about helping you become the hero of your story, click this video here right now. Subscribe for more videos every week, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.